Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. Yeah, I'm still plugging away at this body work around the window frames to get this car ready to, paint the dash and paint the package tray and just around the window frames so that we can seal the cabin off and get that going, all right? So I wanted to bring you guys in and show you what I'm working on tonight. It's pretty much just a continuation of the last video, but I got a couple of new twists and turns and I figured I'd bring you in and show you. So let's go over and take a look at everything together, all right? Bring you down off the podium here and let's take a look, or tripod rather, podium. All right, so first of all, I'm just working at this. I'm getting every area ready so that I can mix up a batch of plastic. That is a little bit of plastic there. I thought it was lead, but it's not, it's plastic. And along here is lead, so I just kind of like scratched at it a little bit to check it out. So we're just gonna smooth it over with a little bit of plastic and we'll get that ready to go, okay? And then up here, you guys remember I showed you this. We had some kind of a visor or lights on it or something. So I just want to get this stuff cleaned up and ready. I was able to pull it out a little bit. There's a tiny dent right here, but I'm not overly concerned about it. I want to get these two holes plugged up. I just got done plugging up the other side. You guys can take a look at that real quick. All right. So I'm just, we'll be, whenever I mix up the batch of plastic, I can put a little bit there. I'll get these holes welded up, put it there, put it here, and I'll bring you over and show you the other side real quick and everything like that. So we've got the same issues here. All right, a little bit of lead right here. I have no idea what was going on here, but I dug at that a little bit. So we'll get that cleaned up as well. You can see there's a lot of dust on my dash right here and down in there. Those holes were filled up with plastic. The guy that did the media blast work for me told me about that, because he did media blast down to here, and then we found out the car was quartered, and that's when we decided to make some changes to our plan. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll let you take a look at this. I'm messing with this for on and off. I'll come out every day and do a little bit more to it. But I got it really close. When I'm in here with my finger coming along, I can't feel anything, okay? It feels really good. You can see where there's a tiny low spot right here. You can see where my paper hits there and there where I got, but right there in the middle, there might be the smallest of low spots. But I think I'm just beating myself up, man. This is gonna be hot rod black, so I think I'm just beating myself up a little bit. I can't find the seam anymore where I welded the quarter on. It's really smooth. So I think we're cool with that. We're just gonna leave this be now. We already know we're happy with this quarter to rocker. I still got a tiny bit of work on the other side with that, but not too much. But up right now tonight, my focus is to get these holes plugged up with weld and to get these corners cleaned up, and then we're going to body work those and see how it goes. All right, so let me get those holes welded up. I'll bring you guys right back in. Stick around, check it out. Guys, well, that went real smooth. A couple little zaps with the welder and a little bit of grinding. Let me bring you down off the tripod and show you what we got. All right. Went real easy. All right. I don't ever really have a problem with the holes. The top hole was a little bit big. But what I do for that is I just put little zaps the whole way around so that I don't burn out, and then I just start welding in until it's closed off. So we got that one done. It's ready for plastic. I'll just wipe it off with a little bit of paint thinner, get this dust cleared off these areas, and go ahead and get that done. All right, so let me get the plastic mixed up and put it on the areas I want to put it for the night. Then I'm going to do a cleanup. I try to clean every night now to get all this grind and dust and everything off of the car. There's a lot of plastic dust in the car from that old plastic that was filled in them holes. So I'm glad that the body man at least got that, or the, excuse me, not the body man, the Media Blast Specialties guy got that off, so I knew that was there, because those holes weren't filled up with metal, they were filled up with plastic. But we got them filled with metal now. Let me get the plastic mixed up, and I'll bring you guys back in a minute. All right, guys, well, I mixed up the plastic and got it on up there. Got it on these two corners, this side and the other side over there. This driver's side, it was kind of funny. I should have filmed it. The dent was just a hair low. I didn't like it. I didn't want to put a bunch of Bondo on there. So I had this old broken screwdriver, and I just tack welded it right in the middle of the dent. I slid the adjustable wrench down over top of it, then put this vice grip on it, and just popped it up just like that. It took 2 or 3 good swats, not real hard, and it popped the dent right out. So not only do I make my own scrapers, Dan, I make my own little quick dent pullers out of whatever I got laying in front of me. But anyway, that was taken care of. So we got a nice little smudge of plastic on there. We'll sand that, and it should come right out real good. I found this, man. I remembered it was there, and then I forgot. I'm gonna cut out a little piece of metal and fill this hole. This car's, it had to be a cop car or something, because this goes straight through to the inside. So I'm thinking it was some kind of a spotlight or something, you know, with it right there. You guys can see that right there. Maybe like a spotlight with like a handle on there or something. I mean, I'm just using my imagination, but it's kind of weird. It's like we got that hole right there. We got these holes up front. We got this. It was outfitted with some stuff, man. So tomorrow I'll weld that up. I got those little sheet metal cutters, and I'll just cut a scrap piece of sheet metal. It makes perfect little plug, because that's too big to try to plug weld that. So I'll fill that in with a little piece of metal, and then you can see, like, we know that the trim goes right there on that top hole, but then there was a second hole here, and then this. So I think I'll fill this in and then just redo that hole too. So I'll do that tomorrow. It's getting kind of late. But I just wanted to let you guys know I did mix the plastic and put it on there, and I thought that little sliding thing was pretty hilarious. So that's what I got going on for this evening. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for tonight. You know, we'll come back out tomorrow. We're having a good time. We're just messing around out here. We got those holes filled up. I'll fill up that other hole in the corner I just showed you. Car's full of mysteries. I should have did it the other day. I forgot. You know, to be honest with you guys, I just forgot about it. So we'll plug that up tomorrow and have a little fun with that. Piece of trim goes over that, so I don't think we got to worry about body working it too much. We'll just smooth it out, you know, metal wise. We'll make it decent metal wise, right? All right, so I'm gonna clean up in here a little bit, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to patch that hole up where I suspect there was some sort of a spotlight. At least that's what my mind tells me what was there. I showed you this, guys, the other day. Now, this hole right here, I don't think it belongs here. If I go over to the other side, like this top hole right here is there, but not this bottom one, and this one over here is here for trim. So I'm gonna seal this hole up, I'm gonna seal this up, and we're gonna seal the bottom of this up. Hopefully that's right. I'll show you my train of thought on this side. I mean, I'm thinking that's what it is. So notice how this one has a hole up here for the trim and a hole right there for the trim, but none of that other stuff is there. So I'm assuming that on the driver's side it's the same. If I'm wrong, somebody's screaming into the camera right now, or excuse me, the video now. No, but I'm gonna do it. If I gotta make a new hole later, I will. All right, so what I got is, I got this roto cut. I showed you guys this a long time ago. I use these, except the smaller versions, when I take all the welds spot welds off of a car. This is a spring loaded on the end. It pushes down. Now generally with the kit they give you this center punch. You center punch the metal, and then you would stab that into the hole. It would go in and take it out. Now when I'm doing spot welds, I actually don't use the punch I showed you in that video. It was a long time ago. I'll try to find it. If I do, I'll put the link up there right now. But it's one of my real earlier videos. I get a real small drill bit and I just drill a hole right in the center so that it don't skip across. Because after about 5 or 7 welds that you're drilling out with the smaller ones of these, it wants to start to walk on you. So I always would make a little tiny drill bit and it would hold that center point a lot better. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm just going to drill this out, and then I'm going to tape it over that hole, and I'll bring you guys back in and we'll weld it up. All right, so just give me a second. All right, guys, well, I drilled that blank out, and I just got it taped on there with a little masking tape, getting ready to just buzz it on there. You can see it just took a little perfect little hole out of our sheet metal, and it's just used it as a little thing to make a little hole patch. Let me get it zapped up real quick. I'll show you what I got so far. It ain't too bad. Not my greatest work, but we're going to sand it down. Like I said, the trim's going to cover it anyway. I just didn't want the hole under there. And I want to be able to use this trim screw up here, and we're not obviously going to be able to do that. So that's the last one I'm about to weld up is right there. So there you go. We'll sand her nice and smooth. We got rid of this one. We got rid of the big one. And now I got to get rid of this little part of it right here. And then we'll be good to go. So let me get that sanded down. All right, guys, well, I dug the trim out real quick. If you guys remember, Jim Anthony, one of our viewers and buddies that was in our car slideshow, and he has a really cool 55 with a tri-power manifold on it. He had extra molds and he sent them to us. These are I think the repops. I think he sent me a regular pair too, but I found the repops real easy, so I pulled them out. I just wanted to check to make sure that I was not welding the wrong hole, and it looks like I got the right one. All right, pull this down off. You guys can see if you can see that, but the hole lines up right there, and I left that little hole open, so that should be all right. If anything, it's a little tighter now, so you know that'll be all right though. We'll straighten it out. I had all the trim for these windows that I got from Jim, except for these corner pieces. Now these are original 55 pieces. I got these off of Jay Hammond last year, I think. So I might look into around here. I know I have a regular set or a partial regular set. Jim sent me 2. And I know he sent me, I think up here is the back for the back glass down around the bottom and up the sides. And then it even has the piece right there that you would screw in on the inside garnish piece for that. Got that from Jim. So, you know, I'm trying to remember what I got. Like I say, when you start building a car and you're taking way too long like me, you have to take a minute to dig everything out. I was just in there to Kim, I was like, I don't know what I did with those things. But I took a second or two and calmed down and I found them right away. So we're good there. I'm just gonna put something over this so it don't rust. And I guess I gotta get up here and start sanding, all right? heck did I do with that orbital sander? Alright guys, let me bring you down off the camera stand and show you what's going on. It came out pretty good. I mean, I can't really complain too much. This little hole piece that was filled in before, it's still got a tiny low spot, so we're just going to add a little bit more there. Where this lead seam was, it's not too bad. I might put just a little bit more and just dress it right there, but that's pretty good overall. This one's got a low spot yet. Right here and right here where the sander didn't even touch it, so we're going to add a tiny bit there. This side here, I mean, it's right there. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to take it to 600 and then we'll put a little bit of what's that, that sandable primer on there. We'll put a little bit of that fill sand primer on there and we'll just verify it's okay, but it's pretty gosh darn good. Same with the other seam on the other side. I don't even want to walk over there. I guess I will if anybody's curious, but it's good, you know, it's good to go. It's really good. I don't even know, maybe put a tiny bit here. I think right there more or less is just to get into the, I guess you could call it a crack, the seam or whatever it is. It's got the lead, so it's all right. I think it's mostly out, most of the lead's out, but we'll just add a tiny bit more plastic there. We'll be okay. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to mix a little golf ball size plastic up and put it on there, and we'll pick that stuff right back up in the next video. All right, and it's like bookmark. This is where we were, and onward and upward to the next. I think I'm going to finish off this video. I want to box up Dan's trim. I'll be right back in just a minute. All right, guys. Well, what we want to do now is we want to get Dan's chrome all boxed up for him. All right, so nothing gets damaged. In my last video, Kim's like, Brian, you threw that piece of chrome down pretty hard. If I was Dan, I'd be like, hey man, what the heck? Whatever. I think it's the driver's side, left hand. All right, and then he also got this. So we don't want to do that again, all right? So we went ahead and we're starting to build a packing material out of the stuff that's coming in. One of my son's gifts came in. It was in a Walmart box. It was pretty big. So I cut it open, reshaped it so that it would accept the longest piece with the hockey stick in there, all right? Now it had a fold in the middle, so I just taped some cardboard in here to reinforce it so the fold wouldn't go up and make it a nice strong box again. The flaps only close this far and this far, so I took my classic car industry box, cut it open to make an extra lid, put that on there, right? And then it'll close up like so, like so. All right, so once we tape it all up, it'll be good and secure and safe. All right, I got bubble wrap that I've been saving. I'll put that in the very bottom to protect the the bottom layer, okay? And we'll get them on there. That'll be a good set of bedding to put the chrome down in, okay? That'll be nice and safe. All right, and then I got a whole bunch of this stuff that I've been saving, and I'm gonna cut it to size and wrap and tape the chrome shut. And then I got a whole bunch of various like paper wads and everything like that that came in the boxes, and we'll make everything nice and secure. The one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna tape the box shut tonight, because we're going to see Jay tomorrow, provided Kim feels better. She's a little under the weather. So if she feels better tomorrow, we're gonna definitely go see Jay, and he may have that piece of track that Dan needs right here for his Nomad for the window crank on the driver's side. So I'm not going to close the box up until we see if that comes in. But that's what I'm at. All right, I'll bring you guys back in. We'll say our goodbyes as soon as I get done getting these parts all wrapped up. All right, guys. Well, we got everything wrapped up pretty good. I feel like it's really secure. I'll show you real quick so Dan can get a look and make sure the packing is to his satisfaction. So here's the hockey stick. It's right in here. All right, I stuffed foam behind here to keep it tight in. I stuffed the paper in here to keep it from moving around and shifting. And you'll see I put paper all the way around, and where I ran out of paper I stuffed foam in there. All right, so that stuff won't go back and forth on here. So I think this is the hockey piece. This is probably the upper. This was probably the door top. This is the piece that goes in the where the, I guess the back hatch glass area is. Two of these pieces right here are the pieces that go inside right behind the doors to the back trim, and this is for the wing front parts, these two. All right, so everything's nice and secure. I got some airbags that I'll lay in on the top to finish it off, just to kind of take up room. All right, and then I got a nice thick blanket of this stuff, and that way I'll put it in here like so, and when I tape up the box, the material inside can't move around very much. So that's my plan. I'm not going to tape it up until we see if we can get that track piece and then we'll take it from there. But anyway, we're going on the car okay. We're not Speedy Gonzalez along, but we're moving along, okay? We're deciding to say when something's good enough, it's good enough. If you guys enjoyed this video and some of my past content but have forgot to subscribe, I would appreciate it very much if you went ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification. I noticed in my analytics a lot of people are return viewers, but it's not matching up, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? Until next time, take care everybody.